Hello and welcome to Spiritual Foundation channel with Brother T.L. Christ Juve. If you haven't yet subscribed, do hit that subscription button and don't forget to smash the like button. First, I must state this, I'm not a professional financial advisor. So whatever I say hereafter, make sure you do your own research and due diligence before you make any definite decisions. So a couple of days past, I was having a discussion with a friend and he was asking me how can he get started in a cryptocurrency space, taking into consideration that he's a complete novice. Okay, so I gave it some thought and suddenly something just had to strike in my mind, and I gave him the same advice I'd given one of my friends a couple of years back, and it was really worth it. So I thought that I should share that strategy with some of you guys, because there are people who are dropping here for the very first time, or perhaps not the first time, but they have not had a quality education on cryptocurrencies. Okay, so let's get started with that. The strategy which I gave him is based on a couple of assumptions and simple probability, or say logic. So first of all, we know that the cryptocurrency space is still at the baby stage. Okay, we're still waiting to have a boom stage. Therefore, a lot of the cryptocurrencies that we are seeing today they still have a lot of potential to grow. The problem now is which one is going to grow and which one is going to fall out. I laid out for him a step-by-step procedure which I believe can be beneficial to someone who is just new in the space, or somebody who has been in the space and is still really confused. And that's what I'm going to be laying out to you. I used it. I've spoken to a couple of persons who ended up using it and it really worked for them. So it might also just work for you. Okay, so the first thing is get on the internet, get to know about cryptocurrencies. You have YouTube, you have CoinMarketCap. There's so many of those different spaces. Okay, get 100 coins. In those 100 coins, do research on those 100 coins. Provide them down to 20 coins. Okay, it could be slightly more or slightly less, but provide them down into 20 coins. Next thing, you get capital. When I say capital, it must not be much. Okay, make sure it's an amount of money that cannot affect your day-to-day living. It doesn't affect your lifestyle. Okay, get this amount and regularly invest this amount in different portions into these different coins. For example, if I've profiled say 20 coins and every month I can afford $100, I'm going to spread out $100 into those 20 coins, depending on how I deem fit based on my research, which one is much more realistic to hit the targets that I think it can really grow to. Okay, I portion that into these different cryptocurrencies and make sure that you want to hold that for more than 2-3 years. Okay, regularly do that, perhaps on monthly basis. It's called dollar cost averaging. You dollar cost average into these different projects with that capital regularly, and you're going to hold. Now, this is the logic about it. Okay, the space is at a baby stage. Okay, we are talking about something like a little bit under $1 trillion as of now, or at its peak when it was somewhere around 2-3 trillion. Okay, and we are looking at a disruption of a space that we're talking about tens upon tens, if not hundreds of trillions. Okay, so there's a lot of room to grow, as well as there are projects that are going to get to zero. There are also projects that are really going to grow. Okay, so this is why you're taking the 20, because it's a probability. You're taking the 20 and you're putting in money which perhaps if you hadn't done that, you would have used it for some flimsy other reason. So even if all your 20 cryptocurrency picks get to zero, technically you're not really losing, compared to if that is not the case and those cryptocurrencies go really high. Now, what can really happen is that a lot of those coins are going to go down. A lot of those coins, say 15 of those coins get to zero, and just 3 happens to do well and 2 do excellently well. Okay, you are still going to be in a lot of profit. Trust me on that. A practical example is I had a friend and I told him the same thing. So he went along, picked out 20 coins, and for the beginning he had to spread just $200. So he spread that into all of this. and from time to time he will add $25, $50. That's because he could afford it. Okay, and literally that's money that he goes out for an outing during the weekends and spends $100 without any glitch. Okay, so he did this, and 3 years down the lane, a lot of these coins had barely moved, because some of the coins they really turn out to be shit coins, and a couple of those coins did fairly well. So I'm talking about something like a 10x. Okay, that's really well when you're comparing it to the stock exchange market. So a couple of these coins did fairly well, and about 2 or 3 of these coins they did extremely well. I'm talking about something like Cardano. He had Cardano in his portfolio. He had Eve. I remember Eve gave him almost $1,000. Okay, what he invested in Eve gave him almost $1,000. I remember he put about $5 into a cryptocurrency called Holochain, and later on Holochain gave about $500. Yes, about $500. So that's really big. So that is it. We're working on probability here. Get 20 coins, get 100 coins rather, research them, profile them down to 20 in order to increase your probability, because you just don't want to go into 8,000 coins and pick just anything. Profile down to 20 coins regularly, dollar cost average into those coins over a period of say at least 2 to 3 years, and I believe without doubt that you're definitely going to come out profitable. If not really profitable, say your profile hitting the likes of 10x, 20, 30, 40, at least you're going to hit a decent amount of even 5x, and that's fairly good, because in other markets like the stock exchange market or trading, it's almost an impossibility for you to do this. That will also give you a lot of time to learn about the space and make more informed decisions. That's it, guys. This was just going to be a quick one, and I hope that it was informative to you. So please, if you have any other simple or simpler strategies, put them in the comment section. Let's read them and let's see how best we can get to help other people. That said, I will be signing out, and always remember that I love you. God bless you. See you next time, and bye bye.